And we continue this afternoon on Central Valley Talk. I'm Mike Scott, joined now by Jan Benson, who's going to tell us about her business, Reiki Jan. And look who's on your lap today.
He's getting Reiki right now.
Which was going to be one of my questions. Well, first of all, you need to explain what Reiki is.
Reiki is hands-on healing modality from ancient Japan. And it's
been around for a long time.
Been around for a long time,
longer than Western
longer than Western medicine, which has really only been around a couple hundred years. It's a method of, as a practitioner, I get attuned to tap into the universal life force energy, and it comes through me and goes into whoever or whatever I'm touching. And the body heals itself naturally every 7 years, as it is anyway. And with everything that we do to ourselves, with pollution and eating bad, this just helps speed the process along and makes it better for everybody.
I've never heard of the 7-year cycle before. Where does that...
You can look it up on the internet, actually.
Well, if it's on the internet, it must be
No,
true.
I learned about it.
Cells regenerate.
Your cells
Your
regenerate?
cells regenerate, yeah. Every 7 years.
Huh.
I actually learned that in college, one of the things that stuck with me.
Well, then why do I need a doctor at all if I'm going to regenerate in 7 years?
You know, that's the whole thing, is a lot of the medication that they give us nowadays is toxic. It has, they tell you it'll cure this, and then they spend the next 5 minutes telling you
the side effects. Yeah.
And one of them may be death. This doesn't do any harm. It honestly
Reiki doesn't cause death.
does not cause death. It will not stop it if that's what's meant to be.
Right.
Because nothing should. It can ease the passing. I've been with people on their way out, and it's a gentler, kinder way, you know, to have somebody touch you and hold you as you're passing is a lot better than doing it by yourself.
Yeah. I know people are skeptical about saying, how can a touch provide that kind of... But, even with a dog, you pet a dog, you feel relaxed. Your blood pressure goes down.
Right. There was a case of twins, I think it was 30 years ago, and they separated them at birth because that's what they did back in the day. And one twin was thriving and the other one was not. And they were afraid they were going to lose them. So finally one of the night nurses took the sickly twin, put it in with the sibling, and they hugged. And all of a sudden the other twin started getting better. When you're a kid and you fall down and your mom kisses your boo-boo, you feel better. It doesn't have any technical healing properties, but you always feel better. And this is just a way, it was rediscovered by a doctor named Dr. Usui a couple hundred years ago, and he's passed it on down the line, and I can't tell you how much benefit it's done for me and my family and the clients that I treat. It is just amazing, including dogs. I've treated dogs out at the Bully Rescue. Gone out there a couple times when I've had extra time.
Look how relaxed Robbie is just sitting there.
Yeah. You can do it to dogs. You can do it to situations. You can do it to emotions, past, present, future. You can send it to the future. You still have to do the groundwork and the legwork. You can't say, I have this big test, I want an A, let's send Reiki to it. You have to do your studying and your homework. Believe me, I've tried.
That's right.
But it also adds a certain calmness to everything.
Can anybody do it?
Yes, as a matter of fact, my 9-year-old grandson does it. He wasn't supposed to get his attunement until he was 10. That was going to be my gift to him.
Is it attunement?
It's an attunement from a Reiki master. And he begged and begged and begged, and I said no. And finally I said, you go talk to the Reiki master, and if you can convince her that this is okay, it's a go. And he convinced her. But yeah, it's a matter of merely what I'm doing to Robbie right now. It's nice if you have a table and soft music and pillows and comfort, but it's just the standard treatment is 12 different positions on the body, and it connects in with the points of body that are healing points. I did it to Chuck Leonard when his back went out. Went out to his house, and he was in a whole lot of pain, and the next day he was up and moving. Well,
there's an endorsement.
Yeah. Got Chuck up and moving.
So when you do this, are you clothed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've done it. Actually, we went to see the Mormon show down at
Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon, and a friend of mine had sprained her knee the night before, and we're sitting in the theater, and I've got one hand on her shoulder and the other hand on this shoulder, and treated her halfway through. By the time the play was done, she got up and walked out. Handy little tool to have. Handy little tool.
What did you think of the show?
Oh, it was awesome.
It was a good show.
It was great.
It was fun.
It was fun. But I'd like to see more people do this. It would lower the cost of medicine greatly.
So what does a session cost?
$75
For an hour?
for an hour, but you can also take classes and learn how to do it yourself.
Okay.
Do
Do you teach those classes?
My Reiki master teaches them. I am a master in training, and until I am a full master, I don't get to do that, which is okay. My time will come when it's ready.
Yeah. And do you go to people's houses, or do they come to you?
Both. I've gone to hospitals. I've gone to people's houses. I have a studio I share with a friend who also does it. So it's quite accommodating, because sometimes people can't come to you.
Right.
If you're stuck in bed and your back's out, you're not going anywhere.
If you can get rid of the pain, then it's worth $75.
And it's cheaper than going to the doctor.
Yeah. Should you expect results after one session?
Always expect the unexpected. I don't go into a treatment with the intent of, I'm going to cure this person, because that's not how it works.
Yeah. It's not a miracle cure.
No, it goes to the highest good. I could touch you on the shoulder, and if you had a headache, it would go to your headache. It's really rather smart. It goes intuitive. It goes where it's needed.
Send it to my knee. I have knee pain.
There you go. You got it. I'll put you on my... And that's another thing, is it can also be sent long distance. It's best to get a hands-on treatment, but if you're not in a position where you have that available, I need a name, a location, and what the pain is, and I can sit there in the quiet of my space and send it.
Send it off to them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, Jan, how can folks reach you?
ReikiJan@gmail.com is my email, or area code 559-392-8352.
Okay. And I'm assuming you're taking reservations now for into the new year?
Anytime anybody needs anything.
You're available.
Because I'm also a college student, so if I'm taking a final, you might have to wait.
What are you taking in college now?
Deaf studies.
Deaf?
Yes.
You mean you're learning to sign, or?
Yes.
Ooh.
Because the deaf population doesn't have a whole lot of access to holistic medicine. So I've spent the summer at the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Center teaching nutrition, and it's just a way to give back to the community.
Awesome. Reiki Jan,
Yes, sir.
thank you so much for coming in today.
Have an awesome day.
We will, and we'll be back with more on Central Valley Talk.